Okay, so if you've seen any of my previous vlogs, you will see that we focused on property and some of the things that you need to know when buying here in Thailand. Now I'm joined by Scott Beecham again from TCH Property in Hua Hin, and this week we're going to look at something very different that you might not have considered before, and that's the difference between buying on a development or buying a private freestanding property.
Alright, so when people come here to buy a property at a pool villa in Hua Hin, what they'll often look at is the features of the property, how many bedrooms, swimming pool, things like that. But there's another very important part of buying a property here, and there's considerations to be made with regards to should you buy a development from an established developer like a project, or should you buy a private standalone property. There's advantages and disadvantages to both of these things, and some of them are not that obvious.
So Scott, we're in a development here.
Yeah, this is Bamboo Tara in Hin Lek Phai. This is a development of pool villas. Obviously on a development like this you're going to get quality, consistent quality control with the villas. They're all going to look fairly similar. But of course there are restrictions to what you can do. I mean, you know, you can forget about putting an extra story on your roof, you know, things like that. You can't just do whatever you like.
Okay, but it does look nice though.
They do look nice, yeah, they are lovely.
I mean, this is a beautiful development.
It certainly is.
So what are the benefits of buying within a development?
Okay, so there's some significant advantages to buying on a development. I'd say the first one is you've got a management staff in the office to manage everything. So if you have any problems with your property, you need something fixed, or there's a problem with your pool or the garden or something like that, you've always got a point of contact to go in there and they'll help you. Developments always have facilities. There could be a communal pool for your kids, a gym for you, a barbecue area, possibly even a restaurant. Most developments have some sort of facilities for the residents. Of course, that comes at a cost. They always have a common fee.
You know, so you're buying all these facilities, whereas if you're on a private development, it's up to you what you have. You haven't got to buy as part of a community.
Yep, of course, it's up to you. You manage your own property, you organise everything yourself. You have no common fees to pay. You're not contractually obliged to anything.
So I live in a development, and the one thing that I love is that I can just open the door and my kids can run around, and it feels safe. Now, there are probably some drawbacks or some compromises with a development, such as, you know, who does your gardening, who cleans your pools? Is there anything? Yeah,
most developments will have a particular company that comes and does the garden and the pools. They'll have guarantees on those, and they'll organise it for you.
So you can't choose your own?
On some developments you can, on some developments you can't. They have their own people that come in.
Okay, so the choices aren't clear cut?
Yeah.
So there's different ways in which you can buy a property in Thailand, freehold and leasehold. So how does that impact on your buying decisions?
Okay, that's a very good point to be made. If you're a foreign couple, you can give yourself much more peace of mind and confidence to buy leasehold from an established developer. Freehold is a little bit more complicated because only Thai nationals can own land freehold in Thailand.
So if you've got a Thai girlfriend or wife, then that might open up the opportunity to buy
you can put the freehold in her name. Leasehold on a private property is going to be a lot more complicated, so you can give yourself peace of mind by buying through an established developer.
Okay, now I want you to show me a very important point now, and that's security. Should we have a look?
Okay, let's go. Alright, so a huge advantage of buying on a development such as the project behind me is that you get security. There's 24-hour security guards. They restrict who goes in and out, they log who goes in and out, and of course that restricts who's going to go near to your property.
Okay, so we're going to drive now and have a look at the private property that's not within a development, and it has got me thinking, this topic, because to me previously I probably would have just looked at where's the location of the property and what are the features, you know, how many rooms, is there a swimming pool, but there's far more to it. Maybe the learning is make sure you're speaking to a reputable agent in the region you're going to go into and do plenty of due diligence. Really, the other point I should add here is don't let any of this put you off coming over to Thailand and buying your dream property, because once you do make the move over here, it's really amazing the lifestyle that's opened up. All the point of this feature is to make sure you are covering all the areas and ticking all the boxes so that you find exactly the right property for you that you can live in with peace of mind. Firstly, what a fantastic property you've brought me to. And the thing that hit me as soon as I saw this was that you can custom build whatever you want. So this property here, you would never find in a development, for example.
Yeah, sure. I mean, sort of once you get over the hurdle of finding the right area and where you want to live, once you've got your plot, you can do whatever you want on here. So, I mean, he's designed this home himself. If he wants to put another level on his guest house, he can do that. There's no restrictions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, what a sun trap we're in here as well.
Lovely.
So as we stand in this huge area they've got in this private property, I can see that he's put all the facilities he wants into his land. The swimming pool, the jacuzzi, the maid's quarter. You're in control, aren't you, of a private property?
Very much so. Yeah, you can obviously do whatever you want. It's your plot, it's your property. You can add any features and designs that you want. You know, there's nobody really to tell you what you can and can't do.
And you're managing your costs because there's no common fees.
Of course, yeah, there's no common fees to pay.
But we must touch upon how you buy a private property. You know, what are some of the limitations?
That's another thing. We talked before about freehold and leasehold. To buy this property freehold, it would have to go in a Thai national's name. So if your partner was Thai, obviously the land would go in their name. Leasehold would be complicated on a property here. Not standalone.
And the other thing I noticed as I drove in as well, there's no security, so you'll need to make sure that you've got security nipped in the bud within your own property.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously he's got an electric gate on this property, CCTV you can add yourself, video cameras, alarm systems. Of course, you can put all that in yourself at your own cost.
Wonderful property. Now the truth is I've made far more learnings today than I realised. Beforehand I thought it was simple. You choose a location and then you look at what you want from a house. Do you want a swimming pool? Do you want 1 bedroom, 3 bedroom, that kind of thing? But no, you get the choice. You can buy within a development and get all the security that comes with it. And I'll probably add that if you're a Western couple, then that might be the choice for me, because it's easy and you can buy into a leasehold in that project and you don't have to worry about anything. But if you see yourself as an individual and you want to be in control, then private might be just for you. You can design the property exactly how you want, put it where you want, and once the property is within those confines, you can do exactly what you want. Add an extension, fill the place with dogs or horses. No one's going to tell you what to do. And if you want to set a business up here in Thailand, then with a private property you can register it there. Decisions. I'll leave the choices to you.